Hello from Southern California.
In this 3-day travel guide, I'm taking you along to explore some of the best things to do, eat, and see across a handful of charming beach towns in Southern California. From Pacific Beach, Solana Beach, Encinitas, Carlsbad, Oceanside, San Clemente, and Dana Point, California, we're seeing it all, so let's dive in. We're kicking our morning off in Pacific Beach with a much-needed coffee stop at Pump Coffee.
So I got a hazelnut mocha, Vince got a regular mocha, and now we can start our day.
This area has a gorgeous beach with a long walking path that runs along the shoreline, perfect for a relaxing morning stroll. One thing you don't want to miss here is the Pacific Beach Pier. It's lined with quaint little cottages at the beginning that you can actually rent, and at the end of the pier you'll get some stunning ocean views while catching surfers and local fishermen in action. After soaking in all the beautiful coastal views, we made our way to Breakfast Republic for brunch. It's just a few blocks back off the beach, which means it wasn't quite as packed as some of the other spots that are located right on the sand.
So I got the pineapple upside down pancakes. They look so good. I've never had pineapple upside down pancakes.
And I got the chilaquiles.
We grabbed a table outside to enjoy the beautiful morning, and let me tell you, our brunch was a solid 10 out of 10. Up next, we headed to the La Jolla Tide Pools, which is a fun spot to explore and try your luck at spotting some ocean creatures. We didn't have any luck this time, but it was still worth a visit. And just like Pacific Beach, La Jolla has a scenic walking path that stretches along the coastline. So while you're in the area, I recommend checking out the famous seals that love lounging on the rocky shoreline by Seal Rock and La Jolla Cove. They're quirky, playful, and always fun to watch. La Jolla is one of those places that never gets old. Beautiful views, fresh ocean air, and lots of character. It's always a favorite stop when visiting Southern California. Next, we made a stop at Torrey Pines Glider Port, a must-see stop if you're in the area. This is where you can catch world-class hang gliders launch right off the cliff and glide out over the ocean. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even sign up for lessons here and try it for yourself. But hang gliding isn't the only draw here. This is also one of the access points to Black's Beach below. Or if you're like us and you want to stick to the top and take a scenic hike along the cliffs, the ocean views here are absolutely stunning, and watching the gliders soar overhead just adds to the magic of this spot. Up next, we made a quick stop to explore the quiet coastal town of Solana Beach. It's a peaceful little gem with a charming park that offers direct access to Fletcher Cove Beach. The beach is framed by beautiful cliffs and stretches out with plenty of space for a relaxing beach day. There was lots of people soaking up the sun, playing in the waves, and just enjoying a laid-back vibe. Right next to the beach, there's also a lovely little flower garden area with a path that winds up to the cliffside. It's a beautiful little spot to take in the views or just enjoy a quiet moment. Now that it's 3 p.m., we're able to check into our Vrbo. For this 3-night trip, we're staying in Carlsbad. It's the perfect central location to exploring all the beach towns on our list. This little casita had such a great vibe and aesthetic. It's a cozy space made just for two, which worked out perfectly for us. But one of the best parts, we're only 2 blocks from the ocean. So just a short walk and we're able to soak up these beautiful coastal views. I'll drop the link below in the description in case you're interested and want to check it out for your own trip. For dinner, we were craving sushi, so we headed to Kuchi Sushi in Carlsbad. We started off with a few appetizers and then moved on to our main rolls.
I have the caterpillar roll. Looks so good. And then Vince got the shrimp tempura.
Yum.
Everything was absolutely delicious. Definitely recommend if you're looking for some sushi. After that, we had to satisfy our sweet tooth, so we made our way to Carlsbad Village for some gelato at Gelato Love. Such a cute little spot with lots of flavors to choose from.
And I went all berry. I got like raspberry, strawberry, there's the limeade in there, dragon fruit, and Vince went with some coffee chocolate flavors. So, cheers.
To wrap up the evening, we took our gelato and strolled along the Carlsbad coast, enjoying the ocean breeze and a beautiful sunset. It was the perfect way to end our first day in Southern California. On to day 2, we're starting the morning by exploring the laid-back beach town of Encinitas. And first stop, of course, is coffee. We grabbed a mocha at Phil's Coffee and couldn't resist sharing one of their giant cinnamon rolls from the bakery. Great coffee and a perfect little breakfast treat to kick off our day. From there, we made our way to Swami's Beach, easily one of the prettiest beaches in Southern California. The cliffs are lush and green, and the soft sandy shoreline feels like something out of a postcard. It was giving us Hawaii vibes. It's a popular spot for surfers, but surprisingly not as crowded as some of the other beaches we've seen. It's peaceful, scenic, and the perfect place for a long walk by the water or just to dip your toes in the ocean. Definitely a must stop. Just down the road from Swami's Beach is the Self-Realization Fellowship Meditation Gardens. It's completely free to visit. We highly recommend stopping here. The gardens are absolutely stunning and sit right above the cliffs overlooking Swami's Beach, which offers some peaceful ocean views and a beautiful serene atmosphere. There are benches tucked throughout the gardens, making it a perfect place to slow down, take in all the flowers and tropical plants, and just enjoy the quiet. They also have some koi ponds, which are absolutely fun to watch, and the entire place is thoroughly maintained. We honestly couldn't believe it was free, so we left a small donation as a thank you for providing such a peaceful little sanctuary. Just down the road from the gardens, you can hop between J Street, I Street, and H Street viewpoints. Each offer its own unique and beautiful view of the ocean at the end of each road. They're quick little stops, but it was fun. After each viewpoint stop, we eventually got to Moonlight State Beach, one of the most popular and busiest beaches in Encinitas. We didn't stay very long, but we couldn't help stopping to admire a little cactus garden right next to it. That's the Arizona in us coming out. After our beach stops, we made our way to downtown Encinitas to enjoy the laid-back and charming area lined with tons of local shops and restaurants. We stopped at the taco stand for lunch, which is a popular spot around here. The line can get pretty long, but we lucked out and managed to sneak in just before the rush.
So we got shrimp tacos and one El Paso taco. They look so good.
Tacos definitely lived up to the hype. Overall, we loved the vibe of Encinitas. It was such a relaxed and non-crowded vibe. For the afternoon, we made our way to Oceanside, which is just a quick 20-minute drive from Encinitas. We started at the Oceanside Pier, and wow, considering it was a Friday afternoon, the beach was absolutely packed. We took a walk out to the end of the pier to watch the fishermen and surfers doing their thing. After that, we drove over to the Oceanside Harbor area, which is lined with seafood restaurants and has a lively vibe. From here, you can access the beach again. Also, super busy, but definitely a fun spot to check out. For dinner, we headed back to Carlsbad. After being by the ocean all day, we were definitely craving some seafood. We ended up at King's Fish House, and it did not disappoint. The atmosphere was lively, but still relaxed, and everything we ordered was fresh and full of flavor.
So we're starting with some oysters. We got the Bay Water sweet oysters. They're from Washington. So I got the shrimp and scallop platter with their homemade mac and cheese and grilled zucchini.
I got the Chilean sea bass with macaroni and zucchini as well.
From the appetizers to the main course, it was one of those meals where you just wanted to sit back and savor every bite. We were enjoying ourselves so much, we actually ended up getting dessert there too.
So we got some chocolate cake with some homemade vanilla ice cream.
So if you're in the area and looking for a solid seafood spot, King's Fish House is definitely worth checking out. It's our last day here in Southern California, and we're kicking it off in beautiful San Clemente. But first, per usual, we had to get some coffee. On our way to San Clemente, we found the coziest little coffee shop and bakery tucked away in Oceanside called Jitters Coffee Pub. They make all their pastries from scratch, and they were absolutely delicious. Since we dined inside, they served our coffees in real mugs, which I always love. It just adds an extra cozy touch. Everything from the coffee to the pastries was top-notch. Highly recommend if you're in the area. This was the best coffee spot yet. Once we made it to San Clemente, we started the morning by taking a peaceful walk along the pier. The views were beautiful, and it was the perfect way to ease into the day. From here, we headed into the downtown area, and I absolutely loved it. The whole town has charming Spanish influence with white stucco buildings, colorful tile work, and the classic terracotta roofs. It gives the area so much character and warmth, and it's lined with a variety of shops. One thing we really appreciated about San Clemente was how laid back and quiet it felt. It had such a peaceful and relaxed vibe. We had planned to visit the Casa Romantica Culture Center and Gardens, which is a popular spot here, but unfortunately it was closed while they were setting up for an event. But just a heads up, it's $8 per person to visit, and definitely something to check out if you get the chance. After spending our morning in San Clemente, we made our way to our next stop, Dana Point. We started with a visit to the Bluff Top Trail. This is a little hidden gem perched right above the harbor. It's a short trail, only about 0.2 miles, but it offers absolutely stunning panoramic views of the Pacific Ocean and Dana Point Harbor below. Definitely worth a quick stop. Next, we headed to Dana Strand Beach, and honestly, this might be the prettiest beach we've seen this whole trip. You park up at the bluff and walk down a long staircase that winds through a gated community filled with some gorgeous oceanfront mansions. But trust me, this little hike down is worth it. The beach felt like something out of the Caribbean. Soft, powdery sand, barely any seaweed, and the water was a beautiful shade of blue and hints of turquoise. And for a Saturday afternoon, it wasn't overly crowded, which was such a nice surprise. If we had packed our swimsuits for the day, we would have definitely jumped in. If you walk down towards the rocky end of the beach is where you'll find a bunch of surfers catching the waves. As much as we didn't want to leave Dana Strand Beach, we made our way to our next stop. Just 6 minutes down from Dana Strand Beach is where you'll find Salt Creek Beach, and this is where the Ritz-Carlton of Dana Point is located. The beach here was noticeably busier than Strand, likely because they have food and drink options right next to the sand, making it more of a hangout spot. But instead of hanging at the beach, we decided to check out the Ritz since it's open to the public. We grabbed a drink at their stunning Ocean View bar, and we totally lucked out, scoring the best seat in the house, with views overlooking the beach and the surrounding hills. I ordered a Bellini and Vince went with a cold beer. It was the perfect way to relax and soak in the beauty of Salt Creek Beach from above. Next up, it's time for our mid-afternoon lunch. We headed down to the Dana Point Harbor and grabbed a table at Harpoon Henry's Seafood Restaurant. Once again, we got lucky and scored the perfect table with a beautiful view overlooking the harbor.
So for drinks, I got a Hawaiian martini.
It's like 2 drinks.
Yeah. So we each got a cup of their clam chowder. And then for my main, I actually got an appetizer. I got the coconut shrimp, which looks so good.
And I got swordfish, rice pilaf, and some asparagus.
The service was great, the food was fresh and flavorful, and the drinks hit the spot. Overall, it was a fantastic lunch experience, and definitely a spot we'd recommend if you're in the area. After lunch, we made our way back to Carlsbad, grabbed our swimsuits, and decided to head back to Swami's Beach in Encinitas. A trip to California isn't official until you take the plunge into the ocean. It was the perfect way to wrap up an amazing trip here in Southern California. And that's a wrap. I hope you found this travel guide to Southern California helpful as you start planning your own trip. If you are looking for the best things to do and see in San Diego, I have a dedicated travel guide just for that area alone. I'll link it below. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know down in the comments, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.